Well, hey folks, Real Honesty with John McClellan, my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 28 Night 13 event. Fun overall, not great, though there was a pretty great main event, and a couple of the other A block matches are fine. Typical matches, tag matches in the first five feature B block participants type the matches for a Saturday show, which I'm going to be here for. I'm going to be here for the rest of the shows, and I'll tell you, even as exhausting as it is, not really getting that much sleep, it's well worth it. Love the fact that you guys interact with me, and love the fact that you guys enjoy my New Japan reviews. Really means a lot from all you fellow wrestling fans. I'm just a fellow wrestling fan. It really means a lot, so thank you guys very much. Kevin Kelly, Rocky Romero on commentary. And here we go with this. They're in Fukuoka, I believe is how you say it. The tag matches I'm going to go through kind of quick. You got Hanare and Ren Narita versus Yano and Gato. Typical stuff. Ren Narita, like a lot of the young lions, is improving. Yano being Yano, removing the turnbuckle pads. Uses a good wrestling move, a roll-up, gets the victory. Yano pins Ren Narita. Okay, let's move. Shockingly, Gato did not take the fall. I guess anytime a young lion is on the opposite side, they take the fall instead of Gato. Yo and Goto versus Tama Tonga Tongaloa. It was hyped for Goto versus Tama Tonga, which will be fine until the interference, so 5 minutes into the match at least, if not actually less. Yo got beat up a lot. Apparently it was super hot in the building, and you could kind of tell not only were the wrestlers swaying a little bit more than normal, but they seemed to be breathing a lot harder. It's a damn shame that this heat wave is going on, hitting so many places. So hopefully everybody's okay, not dehydrated, and everybody's able to get, as much rest as possible after the event, as I'm recording this right after the event, so hopefully everybody's okay. Because it did look like quite a few of them were breathing super hard. I don't blame them. They work really hard out there. Tongaloa hits ape shit on Yo, and there we go, okay. Juice and Finley versus Sabre Jr., Taka Michinoku. Hype for Juice versus Sabre Jr., which will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Sabre Jr. gets a victory via submission, or if Juice suddenly continues his hot streak. He's won 2 matches. Could he win a third one? It'd be interesting. If Sabre Jr. beats Juice, though, that could be a fun little U.S. title feud for later. Juice and Finley work well together. Finley ends up hitting a stunner. Taka Michinoku takes a pin. Good stuff. well worth it. Well worth watching these tag matches just to see the little bits, of like teases for the later matches. And then Sho and Ishii, not Sho and Iki. If you don't know what Sho and Iki is, careful if you Google it. It's a weird shooter. Anyway, Sho and Ishii versus Kenny Omega and Chase Owens. It was hyped for Ishii versus Omega, which I'm going to be interested in because it's the rematch of the finals of the U.S. title tournament, I believe, where Kenny Omega won, become the inaugural IWGP U.S. champion. Omega and Owens look like they're having fun. Delayed vertical brainbuster later by Ishii pins Chase Owens. Shockingly, Chase Owens takes the fall in a match, right? Who's shocked by that? Nothing against Chase Owens, I'm just saying. Unless there's Gato on the opposite side or a young lion, Owens more often than not takes the pin. And then Naito and Sonata versus Kota Ibushi and Yujiro. No idea who the lady was with Yujiro. Certainly intrigued, and so was the cameraman, as he lingered on her quite a bit. Not that I blame the cameraman, as I would too. It's hype for Naito versus Ibushi, which I am certainly excited for. That's going to be a tremendous match. It's a good tag flow as you would expect. Skull End takes Yujiro down. And then Naito's looking for the fist bump, the LIJ fist bump. Sonata's nowhere to be found, so he's trying to get one from Ibushi. And Ibushi, it doesn't quite happen. But, ooh, could this be a tease for Wrestle Kingdom 13? Ibushi aligning with LIJ, helping Naito capture the title from Kenny Omega? Could. I'm not saying that Naito would necessarily... I mean, who knows? Maybe Ibushi gets chosen by Kenny Omega. And Ibushi gets the help of LIJ to get the victory. I don't know. I'm good with either Naito or Ibushi having the match against Omega. So anyway, good stuff. I believe actually somebody said either in the comments or said to me on Twitter that Omega has said that if he wins, he will pick Naito. And there's your little insight for that. That would actually be really, really cool if Ibushi did align with LIJ. And then we go on to the block matches, which... You have Elgin versus Bad Luck Fale, piss break match. I'm sorry, nothing against Fale. I mean, he tries his best, but he's a big guy and he's limited. Great T-shirt and cool attitude. And Elgin, I don't like Elgin. I don't. There was interference, of course. There was a cool dive by Elgin. Fale focused on the arm, and you had interference, of course. But Tama Tonga running down. This is after Tonga Loa had interfered. Whole bunch of stuff had happened, and while the ref's up, full view of the ref, Tama Tonga just runs down with a chair. Boom! Just hits Elgin, causes DQ. So Elgin's got 6. I think Fale's got 6. Both guys are ineligible to win the A block. They're just not going to be able to do it just because of the fact they've lost too many matches. And then Tama Tonga just takes out everybody with a chair. The interference didn't bother me as much this time because at least they varied it up by Tama Tonga taking out various people with the chair. So, including young lions, and I'm sure even trying to attack officials. So at least they tried that. I don't know. I didn't care for it necessarily. And then we had but was it the worst example of all the interference? No. And then Makabe versus Hangman Page, this was good. Makabe is well established. Hangman Page beating him was a big boost to his career. Sure, neither guy are going to win the G1, obviously, since Makabe has 4 points, and now Hangman Page with this victory has 4 points. But there was some good barricade usage. Hangman Page fought back, used great strength, just lifting Makabe up, who's not a small guy, into a nice bridging pin. Doesn't get the victory. But Makabe with some hard hits. Same with Hangman Page. Buckshot Lariat, rite of passage soon after. 1, 2, 3. And good stuff. So yeah, Hangman Page really shining even in defeat. He got the victory here, but shining even in defeat in this tournament. He has certainly grown as a performer. Can't wait to see what this guy does in the future. And Jay White versus Yoshihashi. Chaos versus Chaos. Jay White trying to teach Chaos members a lesson. And Rocky Romero getting very upset about it. You had some barricade spots, which good thing that the guys did not get knocked off the air. Which that was actually my fear, because at one point the sound cut out like right at the end of the match. I think right in like the post-match thing for a second. I'm like, oh great, something did happen. No, it was just like, I think either a mic cut out or Kevin Kelly cut off his call or something. But anyway, Jay White, tremendous heel. This is how you do a heel right. He is doing some great stuff here. A low blow. Yoshihashi did not look weak here. There was a low blow. Jay White hit Yoshihashi with a low blow, but Yoshihashi kept fighting back. Almost got karma a couple times. But then, soon after, Blade Runner, really vicious looking Blade Runner. Like, I'm not sure if they planned that quite or if it was Yoshihashi's momentum that carried him wrong, but he almost landed on his damn head. But 1, 2, 3, Jay White has 10 points, I believe. I'm trying to keep track of these points, so if I'm too off, apologies for this. Hard to keep track of the flow chart, but I believe Jay White has 10 points. And he's got tiebreaker of Tanahashi, who's now 2 points ahead of him. So yeah, Jay White and Yoshihashi, good enough match. Maybe not as good as Hangman Page and Makabe, but still. Tanahashi versus Evil, good. The Ace versus Evil, the Ace of Evil. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Evil immediately starts targeting Tanahashi's bicep. Not the knee that's been worked on previously, especially by Minoru Suzuki earlier in the tournament, but attacking the previously torn bicep that he never got surgery on, and just scar tissue formed. And so now it's healed as good as it's going to get healed. I mean, unless he wants to go get the surgery done to get the scar tissue removed and have the muscle reform. I don't think that's going to work, though. Tanahashi's just too good and too insane and too dedicated to his craft to go do that. Great guy, by the way. One of, if not the savior of New Japan Pro Wrestling in the modern age. Very good reversals, though. Tanahashi really selling the bicep. Evil continuing to target it, even targeting the knee a couple times, but mostly targeting that bicep. There's a really bad landing on a high fly flow where it gave me flat, and Kevin Kelly said it right as I was thinking it. Eddie Guerrero, when he did a frog splash, when him, Saturn, Malenko, and Benoit jumped to WWE, and Eddie Guerrero done a frog splash, and his elbow went from here to here, popped out like that. And apologies, by the way, for sending my hand straight into the camera. That's what it reminded me of. Now not Yoshihashi. Yoshihashi's elbow didn't do that. Tanahashi's elbow didn't do that either. Hopefully Tanahashi's okay. It's just I got bad flashbacks. Even though his elbow didn't move, he just was holding it. He's probably just selling it really well. But it just made me cringe because of how he landed. He landed really hard with it. Though high fly flow soon after, connected 1, 2, 3. Tanahashi moves to 12 points. And it's going to be interesting because if he wins the last two matches, he wins the A block. If him and Jay White are tied, then Jay White wins the A block because he's got tiebreakers over Tanahashi and Okada. Speaking of Okada versus Minoru Suzuki. Have they had longer matches than this? Absolutely. Have they had better matches than this? Yeah, I mean, but it's like you got to take every match almost like individually when it comes to this, and also when it comes to tournaments, because this is a long tournament. I mean, they got to preserve their bodies, put their bodies on the line, entertain the fans, try to earn the victory, but still, they got to budget the minutes and everything. And apparently, I think that it was super hot in the building because they must have called this one early, because it was just over 15 minutes. I want to say it was about maybe 17, 18. And I thought this would have gone about 25. But outside right away, Okada doesn't even get a chance to go up in the ropes, go stand on the ropes to do his pose. Suzuki just attacks him, throws some chairs at him, hurls a barricade at him, almost hurls a barricade at the fans. Red Shoes at one point gets a chair, looking like he's going to defend himself. You do not get a chair to defend yourself around Minoru Suzuki. That only makes him more mad. Great submission work by Suzuki, as you would expect. Not that Okada's any slouch when it comes to that. But yeah, it's just some great stuff. Very hard hits, forearms. It's just got to be plain depressing when you hit a guy as hard as you can and Minoru Suzuki just laughs at you. I mean, I know that's part of his shtick, but also the fact that the guy's hard as nails. But still, great reversal spot, especially with some tombstones and some rainmakers, and Suzuki going for the sleeper hold and then the Gotch pile driver. But one discus rainmaker, and then soon after the official rainmaker. Sounds like an official record release. And 1, 2, 3. It was quick. I mean, it was a very quick match in the sense that 17 minutes just flew by, or at least it seemed like that. But Okada gets a victory, so he moves to 10 points. So I think we're going to get to Tanahashi and Okada. They could go to a draw. And if they go to a draw, that would be pretty interesting. Now, that would still mean Tanahashi would win, because I don't think Tanahashi is losing the next match, but who knows. I'm going to give this a B. It was fun. I apologize for the shortness of the review. I've been just dealing with some shit, as you probably can tell. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that aside, this was enjoyable. B, I'm putting Okada and Suzuki on my favorite G1 matches of the year. So I will actually be doing that show at some point. That will probably go up sometime the 13th or 14th of, so it'll go up a couple days after the finals. But anyway, that's what I have to say. Do you agree? Do you disagree with what I said? Who do you think is going to win the A block? It's pretty much between Jay White, Tanahashi, and Okada. Because I think Suzuki's at 8, and I don't think Suzuki's going to get the victory. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, it's been Real Honesty with John Mifflin, and I will see you soon.